never thought my own mother would say something like that to me. She did. The words just hung there in the air between us. It felt like a knife. My mother said, "I wish you were never born." She said this during a talk that started out like all the others. She was going on and on about my decision to leave my job at a company to start a business with a food truck. She thinks this is a bad thing for me to do. My mother thinks I am making a mistake by leaving my corporate job to start a food truck business. We were standing in her nice kitchen, the same kitchen where she always found fault in every decision I made for the last 28 years. This time, I just could not take it anymore. I put down my coffee cup, looked at her, and told her in a very calm voice, "Then consider me dead." I was surprised at how calm I sounded. The shock on her face was really something to see. It was almost worth all the hurt I went through. I just walked out of there without saying anything. I did not even look back. I could hear her calling out to me. I kept going. That night, I decided to block her number on my phone. I also blocked my father's number and my siblings' numbers. I even blocked all of my family members on social media. The day I got a new phone number. If my family wanted to get rid of me, then I would just disappear. The first few months were really tough. Starting my business was hard enough, but doing it while I was still dealing with the loss of my family made it even harder. I mean, my family was not exactly great to me. They were still my family. I did not learn how to handle this kind of situation in business school. So I just worked hard on my food truck, putting in 18 hours a day, trying to make the best food I could and getting more customers to come back. My food truck was something that was just for me, not for someone to like or not like. I was doing something for myself. That felt really good. 6 months later, my whole life changed again. My best friend, Sarah, asked me to come to her apartment. She looked really upset. It turned out that my brother had sent her a message on Facebook. He told her that Grandma Rose had passed away. I'm talking about the Grandma Rose who always gave me cookies when my parents were not looking. She was the one who always thought I could do things. Grandma Rose was the person in my family who really believed in my dreams. The Grandma Rose who always made me feel special. I thought I would feel sad. Then I got really angry. My brother sent me a message. It said there was an issue with Grandma Rose's will. She had left a lot of money to each of her grandkids. A lot of money. Like hundreds of thousands of dollars. There was something weird about it. The thing was, the money was for the grandkids who were still close to the family when Grandma Rose died. If you were not close to the family at that time, you did not get any money from Grandma Rose. My mother told everyone that I left my family. She said I was a child who walked out on them for no reason at all. My mother made people feel sorry for her. She cried at family gatherings about me, her daughter, who she said did not care about her anymore. My mother said I chose to have money, of being with my family, my blood. Really, my mother was trying to get my part of the money that we would get from my family when someone died. My mother wanted people to feel bad for her so she could get my money. What she did not know was that I am very careful about keeping records. I kept every voicemail she left me in those first weeks after I walked out. I also kept every text message she sent me. I kept every email where she said bad things about me. She called me a failure and a disappointment. She even said I was a waste of her time. I kept all of these messages. This includes the one from the night I left. That night, she texted me, said, "Do not bother coming back. You are dead to me." The legal battle was quickly. My lawyer really liked playing the voicemail where she yelled that she should have gotten rid of me when she had the chance to do it. The judge said that I did not leave anyone behind. I was forced to leave my home. The money that was left to me was mine to keep. My lawyer was happy with the decision because the inheritance was mine and I got to keep it. I spent every penny I had to make my food truck business bigger. I started with 1 truck, then I got 3 trucks, and after that I got 5 trucks. Then I even opened a restaurant where people can come and eat. The food truck business that she said would not do well now has 15 people working for it. It has been written about in the city's top magazines that talk about food. My food truck business is really doing great now. Sometimes I drive past her house in my branded delivery van, the one with my company logo splashed across the side. I don't stop, don't wave, don't acknowledge her existence. After all, I'm dead to her, and the dead don't look back. They just keep moving forward, building the life they were told they'd never have. It had been 2 years. That is how long my family had thought I was gone when I got a message on my LinkedIn inbox. I was about to delete it without reading it. The name Patricia Chen did not ring any bells for me. But then I saw the line and it made me stop. It said, "I'm your Aunt Patty. We need to talk about your mother." I built a life in Seattle, 3,000 miles from the Philadelphia suburb where I grew up, always feeling like I did not quite fit in. My siblings had my mother's features and olive skin. I was fair with freckles. They were good at the piano. I could not sing a song. They were thin without trying. I had to work to keep my weight under control. Every family photo looked like 4 kids who looked alike and 1 kid who did not belong. The Philadelphia suburb and Seattle are different places, but I like Seattle because it is my home now. My siblings and I are different. We are still family. I like my life in Seattle. It is a life. The memory of my graduation dinner still haunts me. It pops up in my dreams sometimes. My mother had much to drink that night. She had 3 glasses of wine. Then she stood up during my special dinner. She gave a toast to my graduation. She did not say anything nice. She said I had an achievement. Then she started talking about my sister. My sister graduated at the top of her class. My mother also talked about my brother. My brother already had a job at a big company. I got tired of hearing about them. I asked my mother why she could not be happy for me. I wanted her to be proud of me for once. Then she said something that really hurt me. The graduation dinner still played in my mind because of what my mother said that night. My mother's words still bother me because she said those words that changed everything about my graduation dinner. My hands were shaking really badly as I stared at this message from someone I did not know who said they were my family. Then I clicked it open. "I know you have not talked to your mother, who's my sister, in a very long time, 2 whole years. I have seen what has been happening to our family from a distance. It is very sad to see that one lie has caused so much trouble. You need to know what really happened. I want to tell you something about me and you. I am not your aunt like you thought. I am actually your mother, your biological mother." The coffee shop around me became a blur. I looked at the message again and again. I think I read it 3 times. Then I called my fiancé, Jake. He took my hand. I started typing out a response. I said yes to a video call with him that evening. My fiancé, Jake, was really going to talk to me on the video call. The woman on the screen looked like me. She had the green eyes as me, the same freckles on her face, and the same habit of putting her hair behind her ear when she was nervous. Patty was 16 years old when she became pregnant. My grandparents were important people in their community, and they did not want anyone to know that their daughter Patty was pregnant at such a young age, because it would have been very embarrassing for them. So they told people that Patty was going away to boarding school. Really, they just wanted to keep the pregnancy a secret. Then my grandparents asked my mother, who was 12 years older than Patty and had just gotten married, to take care of me. Patty said that she never wanted you. She was... Tears were streaming down her face. Our parents made her do it. They said they would not give her any money if she did not agree. So they told everyone that you were her child. She had to pretend that was true every single day. She had to live with that lie every day. Patty said about our parents, what they did to her with you. The favoritism suddenly made sense to me. My siblings were her children. I was the reminder of her sister's mistake, the child she did not want, the secret that could hurt the family's reputation if people found out about the family secret. The family's reputation was very important to her. My siblings were the favoritism of my mother. The family's reputation was the thing that my mother wanted to protect at all costs. The family secret was about me, and my mother did not want anyone to know about the family secret. Patty went on to say that your father was her boyfriend when she was in school. His name is Michael. He had no idea about you. My parents told him that I had lost the baby and they made him leave. Now, Michael is a teacher and he has a family of his own. He is married with kids. But Michael never forgot about our baby. Michael always remembered our baby. We talked for 3 hours. My mother had watched me grow up from a distance, sending me birthday cards that my grandmother never gave to me. She was fighting to be allowed to come to family gatherings just so she could see her daughter, which is me. My mother had been saving money for a long time, hoping that when I turned 18 years old, she could tell me the truth about everything. But my grandparents did not want her to say anything, so they threatened her. She stayed quiet. When I heard what happened at your graduation and how she finally said what she had been thinking all those years, I just could not stay quiet anymore, Patty sobbed. I am so sorry that this happened to you. I should have fought harder for you. I really should have. Your graduation was supposed to be a time for you, and I am sad that it was not. I met her in person a month later. Then I met Michael. After that, I met my siblings. They were really nice to me, welcomed me with open arms. I got a new family who actually wanted me. My family saw me as a good thing, not something bad. My family thought I was a blessing, not a burden. I never contacted my mother, the woman who raised me, again. But I finally understood that I hadn't lost a mother 2 years ago. I'd simply stopped pretending I ever had one. The universe really does have a way of doing things. I had not spoken to my mother in 3 years. Then something crazy happened. She ended up in the hospital where I work. I was the nurse in charge of her care. My mother was hurt badly. She was broken and bleeding, and my name was right there on her chart as the supervising nurse. I knew her away, even with all the swelling and bruises on her face. She was the woman who had spoken up at our family barbecue on the 4th of July. There were 40 of our relatives there. She had said something that really hurt me. She told everyone that I was wasting my life by being a nurse. She said I should be a lawyer like my brother. I tried to tell her that being a nurse is what I am meant to do. I like helping people get better. She just looked at me and said those 8 words that made me very upset with her. The same woman who had said those mean words to me was now standing in front of me. She was the woman who did not understand why I wanted to be a nurse. I remembered what she said at the barbecue. The woman who had hurt my feelings was now looking at me. I walked out of that barbecue with Aunt Linda holding onto my arm, asking me to stay. I had had enough of the barbecue. I said to the people who were standing there, "Tell Aunt Linda I am dead." I also said she got what she wanted, and then I got into my car. Now, I looked at her chart, and it was pretty bad. She had a lot of bones and was bleeding inside. The doctor said it was going to be a couple of days for her. I had to decide what to do. I could give her to another nurse, tell them about what happened between us. Nobody would think I was wrong if I did that. That is not the kind of person I am. I became a nurse to help people, the people who hurt the nurse like she hurt me. I told my supervisor that I will take care of her. I need my supervisor to know that the patient has a history. The patient has a history that my supervisor should know about. For 2 days, she was in and out of consciousness. I kept an eye on her vitals and made sure her medications were right. I also talked to the surgeons about her case. I did my job. I did it well, which was something she did not think I was capable of. When she finally woke up completely, her eyes looked at my face. Then she saw the badge that said Head Trauma Nurse on it. After that, her eyes went back to my face. The Head Trauma Nurse badge seemed to make her think about something. Then she looked at me again. She said, "Emma," quietly. I told the person, "I am your nurse. You are in hands with the nurse. The nurse is here to take care of you." Over the week, she saw me at work. I was able to calm down a kid who was really scared. I even managed to put an IV in a patient who was not making it easy for me. I also trained some nurses and had to make decisions very quickly that ended up saving people's lives. She saw that the doctors would come to me for advice because I have a lot of experience. My coworkers would talk about how good I'm at my job. The son, who is a lawyer, just does paperwork all day. Her daughter, the one she was not so proud of, was actually the one who was saving lives and stopping death from happening. On the day when the woman was feeling well enough to have a real talk, she asked me to stay after I finished working. "I was wrong," she said, tears running down her face and making lines through the bruises. She looked at me, said, "I saw what you did yesterday. You helped that man who had a heart problem, the one whose heart stopped beating. You saved his life, brought him back." I was sitting in the visitor's chair trying to keep a distance from the other person. I said, "It is my job to make that clear." "No," she shook her head. "This gift is really yours." I was so caught up in what I thought it meant to be successful that I did not notice something important. You are a person. The gift of being extraordinary is really yours. The words I had waited my life to hear felt hollow now. I said, "Thank you for saying that." It did not mean much to me anymore. Those words, the words I had waited my life to hear, just did not feel the same. "I want you to forgive me. I was thinking that maybe we can try again with each other. I really want to make things work with you, so can we please try again?" I thought about what I wanted to say. I said, "I forgave you a time ago. This was for my peace of mind. I do not think I can go back to the way things were. The last 3 years were really tough. The 25 years before that were not easy either. I will make sure you get the care. I will help with planning when you leave the hospital and with the care you need at home. That is all I can do for you. The hospital care and the home health needs. That is all I can offer to help with your care." She nodded. She knew that some wounds are really bad and they can never fully heal. These wounds are just something that the person has to live with, and that is what she knew. When she got out of the hospital 2 weeks later, I made sure she went to a good rehabilitation place. I wanted to make sure she had everything she needed to get better. I even called my brother, asked him to check on her sometimes. I did not go see her. I did not call her. I treated her with kindness, the kindness I would show to any patient, no more and no less. I gave the rehabilitation facility, all the information they needed about her. Sometimes mercy isn't about grand reconciliations. Sometimes it's about showing kindness to someone who never showed it to you, then walking away with your boundaries intact. I saved her life, but I couldn't resurrect a relationship that had been dead long before I ever declared it so.